I'm Dr. Ruby, and welcome to the Veggie Chest, where healthy eating is easy and delicious. And today we are making a raw hummus. A lot of people love hummus, and you can get it in the stores and all over the place. But if you really want to make it healthy, you can make it yourself, and you can make it raw. The way you make it raw is you soak your chickpeas or garbanzo beans, the same thing, for about 24 hours. You just change the water every 12 hours, so you just twice. And then you let them sit then you drain them and let them sit in a strainer or either a mason jar, and they will sprout. So, and they sprout these little tails. They don't really get too much longer than that, but you can see that they've started to sprout. That's when you know they're ready. And then you can refrigerate them until you're ready to use them, or use them right then. Now, this recipe I'm doing, you can use with cooked chickpeas as well from the can, or if you cooked your own. But this just gives it a little extra when it's raw. So we're going to put our chickpeas right in our food processor. And you want to just go ahead and give it a good blend to break it up first. So it's blended. It's just kind of cracked it open. Now it's ready to kind of receive all the seasonings that we're going to put in it. So there's a couple of things. One of the main ingredients that we're going to add to this is tahini. Tahini is just sesame seed paste. This adds kind of the creaminess to the hummus. So that's going to be really good. So 2 to 4 tablespoons. And with hummus, it doesn't have to be exact. With a lot of the cooking I do, it's kind of what you like, how creamy you like it, and the flavors you like. So we're add a little bit of that. And then we're going to add the juice of 1 whole lemon right in there. And sometimes I just put the whole lemon, peel it, and just let that go in there as well. So that's an option. And use all of the lemon. All right, so we've got our lemon juice. And then we've got a couple of other seasonings here. So we have tamari, which is this is a miso tamari, which is made from a fermented soy sauce, which is actually one of the good forms of soy that you want to use. That adds a really great flavor. We're going to add some garlic cloves, like it spicy, and this just adds flavor to the chickpeas. And then we'll add some of our other dry ingredients once we get this in. And then I'm also going to add some sun-dried tomatoes, because we're kind of making this a sun-dried tomato parsley hummus. This hummus can be plain, or it can have any flavor that you want. And this also was packed in olive oil, so we get a little olive oil in there as well. So I put that right in there. So we are going to blend this until it's well and nice and smooth. Okay, so at this point, while it's blending, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, probably about 2 tablespoons worth. And while it's doing that, we're going to add some sea salt, about a teaspoon or so of sea salt. Cumin. We're going to add about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of cumin. And then we have paprika and cayenne. Both add a nice smokiness and depth of flavor and a little more spice. Finally, we're going to add our parsley. That really smells good. You can just smell those flavors just coming right out. So we're going to just give it a quick chop on the parsley. And with the stems, you get a lot more flavor with cilantro and parsley actually from the stems, so you want to use those if you can. And we can reserve some to add some of the parsley at the end, so it doesn't get fully blended, so that you can see the parsley. It looks really nice, a nice presentation. So we'll blend that and kind of get things off the wall there. Now with hummus, you just experiment, because there's so many great flavors. From olive, mushrooms, all kinds of flavors. So just choose what you like and add. You start with the base and just add to it. Now, sometimes you can add a little bit of water to your hummus if you want it to have a little smoother consistency. So we're gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna taste it. That's always the rule, is taste it and see whatever you like. Because we have one more ingredient, tomatillos, which adds a nice tangy flavor. They basically look like this. You just peel off the skin. It's like a tomato, but a very tangy tomato. So I'm gonna give this a taste and see how it's coming along, to see what else we might need to add. That's great. That's great. I think we're ready for the tomatillos. So we're gonna put these right in. And when you make your own hummus, you tend to save a little money because you can make a lot more than you get in the little tins that you get in the grocery store. So what I'm gonna add now is our final chops of parsley so that you can still see them in the mix. Okay, this smells delicious. Now, you can serve this with all types of things. I like fresh veggies. You can use pita chips, you know, sliced carrots, cucumbers, celery, red bell peppers. So I'm gonna get this out and we'll be right back. And we're back. We've got everything nicely plated. As you can see, you can serve this as a wonderful appetizer for your friends or family, or just have it as for yourself. A few episodes back, we made coconut wraps where we used hummus, and this is the same hummus you can make yourself and put in that raw wrap as well. And you always want to use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil in your hummus, and not canola. Canola is usually genetically modified, so you want to avoid that. But this is lovely. I'm ready to dig in. You can eat with the fresh veggies that's here on this plate, or even some gluten-free pita chips or something like that. And I hope you enjoy making it and adding different flavors to it. So thank you for joining me on this episode of The Veggie Chest, where healthy eating is easy and always delicious.